bro. At Meek Mill, man. Let him know I'm trying to find the dream chasers, bro. Deadass. I'm done working in Subway. Deadass. At Meek Mill, let him know. Dream chasers. I'm not with none of this clout chasing shit, bro. All of this clout chasing shit is temporary, bro. Deadass. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to be doing.
I am a little nervous about it because I do have a criminal record, and it is hard to explain what I did and why I did it.
Hey, man, if y'all know who we're talking about today, we're talking about the one and only Jumanne, man. And his claim to fame is basically trying to be like the next boot gang. If y'all even remember who he is, just being, a complete public, like, nuisance for real. But yeah, man, all these past couple years, he's been on a complete downward spiral. And the first incident we have is when he tried to steal from T-Mobile and cut the phones off the display case. Little did they know those phones actually don't even work. So it was just a complete waste of time. This video isn't also about, the multi-hood of jobs that, Jumanne has been working over these past couple years, included but not limited to KFC, Burger King, Taco Bell, CVS, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Motel 6, Family Dollar, and, Subway 3 times. This video is about, his crippling gambling addiction and, how this has affected his dating life. So without further ado, let's hop into today's video.
I'd rather be the guy that women can't have than the guy that women don't want. I'd rather be the guy that women cannot have than be the guy that women do not want. I am involuntarily celibate. I do not choose to be single. I've been forced to be single by options, lack of options, and, doing things differently and still end up getting the same result.
I think his options come down to just the fact that he's, financially unstable because he's actually in really good shape. Like, he's in really good shape. I think it's just the financial instability.
So I'm saying this because I'm at a turning point in my life where I'm doing so much better, but I also understand the flaws that I have that contributed to why things weren't going the way that I wanted them to.
Hey, man, that right there, that's just called reflection, realizing your mistakes and, growing from it. It's not a bad thing. I'm glad that, he's seen the area in his ways. Nobody's perfect. The video's, good so far. Let's continue.
At the same time, I know that there's plenty of things that has just not been in my control, especially when it comes to perception of women and what they are attracted to. So, for those who've been following me for the last year and a half, I've been in and out of hotels. And you would think that, in these hotel rooms, I'm not by myself and I probably with different women.
Hey, man, I'm going to keep it a beam with you. I don't think nobody thought that, Jumanne was just in these hotels having, the craziest, wildest fun, threesomes and all of that, just with multiple different women every single night. Every single night there's just a new girl just knocking on his door. I don't think anybody thought that, and it's not because he's ugly. It's just due to the financial instability. Let's continue the video.
But that's not the case. If I'm being completely honest, I only been with 2 different women in any of one of my hotel rooms within the last year and a half. And that was 3 times. Twice with one woman, once with another woman. And, those weren't even... It wasn't even worth it. If I could go back, I wouldn't even dealt with that because it wasn't situations that were comfortable for me that I feel satisfied with. But the point is, I'm 30 years old and I'm not even double digits when it comes to different women. And I'm just saying this to...
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, not being in your double digits, as far as your body count at 30, I don't think it's a bad thing. People have very long-term relationships, and unless you're, like, pursuing women like crazy, like desperately, then I don't think it's a problem.
Give a brief understanding of the lack of opportunity that I had with women because I pursued women desperately.
Man, just scratch everything I just said before. Just throw it away. If you're actively pursuing women this much in your 30s, maybe you should be like, 9 or 10 on your body count.
And I say desperately to just give a feel of on just how much it was a priority to be in a relationship. It was a priority to be in a relationship. I talk about being a gambling addict is a dopamine. And I didn't realize this when I was younger, but like, I'm addicted to dopamine and relationships, sex, things of that nature is like that gives dopamine, that instant gratification. So that's why I prioritized it the way that I did throughout my life, which I wish I didn't, because it's done more wrong for me, and that there's no benefit other than that, that dopamine that you're getting. Outside of that, there's really just consequences to it. But the point,
Him realizing that it's not good is, the first step of just being a better person. Like, you know, realizing that instant gratification isn't the best thing. God knows the mistakes that I made, but me realizing, the mistakes that I made me grow and, become a better person. So I'm glad he's realizing this.
point is, I'm at a turning point in my life where I'm doing so much better than I ever had financially. And I'm a lot more secure. I'm becoming a lot more secure with myself. And socially, I have a bad reputation as far as the internet, the controversy, but that kind of doesn't really matter as much because people don't care, and there's still opportunities for me to be successful and better my image. So I feel that there will be more women available to me as I become more financially stable and socially accepted to an extent. But what do women actually have to offer to me? Nah, nothing.
Nah, that's not true. Women can offer you, compassion, love, a family, and he's 30, so he should be thinking about these things in a different way. I'm not gonna lie, he should be thinking about it differently.
Me being the guy that I know that I am, protector, provider, respectful, and I was too much of a nice guy because I always wanted to cater to a woman, to whatever I felt like she needed, so I could be whoever she wanted. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, But this is my last night in this hotel room. If you look at the bed, like I've been in this hotel for 3 nights. You know what I mean? I've been by myself. And that's not by choice. So it's like I don't have the options to be with the woman that I want. You know what I'm saying? Or just in general too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of it is out of my control. And as I'm getting older and as I'm trying to find or create my purpose for why I'm here in life and what works for me, it's like I've been coming to the conclusion like I'm better off single. Not because I want to be single, it's like relationships are not for everyone. And I'm talking about all kinds of relationships. It could be, romantic, sexual, like it does not work for everyone. There's consequences to all of that, as well as
I don't think this is true, man. I feel like once he becomes more financially, responsible, I think then relationships might be more accustomed to, his desire. He might find something that's more suited to, his preferences. I think, he needs to start dating within his league, if he still wants to.
you know, when I try to think about the benefits, is it really worth it? And I'm STD free that I'm aware of. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been tested, so I shouldn't say that. Been tested, so I shouldn't say that. But I don't have no kids, and for the most part, it's like as a man, as long as I can mentally, find some mental stability, because that's my biggest flaw, and then financially, find some financial stability, my value as a man goes up a lot. But what does it matter if like I'm so broken too that I don't even have what I used to have to offer to women, and that's just myself, you know what I'm saying? And just as a, man, like being a provider and a protector is just like, I don't want to be responsible for anyone. And I allowed women to make me feel like that because women felt like that I had no value to them. That's how they treated me. That's how they, you know what I mean? I was never an option, not even a third or fourth option. You know what I'm saying?
God damn, not even a third or fourth option. Like, was this guy fucking with like Harley Quinn or the female Lex Luthor? I think he just ran into the wrong type of. I think he ran into the wrong type of girl, and I feel like once he, finds the financial stability that he's looking for, then he can, give love a second chance because he's 30. He needs to be starting to think about, a family, if you want kids or not. Like, these conversations that you typically should have around 30.
It just wasn't an option for the most part. And it's like, I got to move past that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be single, but it's like, that might be the best option for me. You know what I'm saying? To give a woman my time and energy, not just money, but it's like, I'm really giving her my energy. And I just never been accepted like that. And when I look at the women that have been available to me, I always get women that are usually unattractive. Like, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Like, the women that are available to me are usually available to every other guy as well. Like, it's not, and not to say anything wrong about the woman, but the standard.
I feel like this is not just a women thing, but just an any person type of thing. Like, if your standard is so low, anybody can just, you know, do what they want. I think that's a telltale on you're just low standards because it shouldn't just be that easy for someone to get affection from you. Like, it's just weird.
Of her, when I look at her, what she goes for, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like she's a little desperate too, in my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or she's just low. She's not as attractive. It's like these are my best options. Is options I don't even want, or these are my only options. Like, nah, I'm not settling for that. It's not going to work. And it's like, I can't get the woman I want, and I don't want to settle less and lower my standards and accept women I don't want just to not be alone, because I'm lying to her and I'm lying to myself, because I'm pretending like, and I've tried that before too, try to even girls that were my friends, but I liked them as a person, but I wasn't attracted to them physically, and try to make that work out. It never worked for me. It does not work, and I cannot lower my standard like that, because again, I'll be lying to myself and I'll be lying to her throughout that relationship, pretending like I want this when I'm not. As a man, I'm attracted to a woman's anatomy. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, I wish I could just be attracted to the personality and whoever that person is, and that would, but it doesn't really work. There's so many different things that need a.
I think he's trying to hint towards something without heading towards something. Like, he just had like this, just fat, girlfriend or whatever that he just wasn't physically attracted to, and it just ain't work out because of that. And I feel like, it probably wasn't going to work since you're not physically attracted to that person.
Fall into place in order for me to be attracted, and really it's really just her physical image. And then I usually settle for whatever unconditional character flaws she have. If it's not too bad, I'll usually settle for a woman. But when it comes to personality, but that's the wrong thing to do too. And I realize I treat attractive women way better than I treat unattractive women that have better personalities. That's wrong. So it's just like, what I'm saying is, bro, not to make this too long, is I'm better off being single. And I hate to I feel convinced that I'm better off single, Because pursuing women drove me crazy. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not the most attractive guy. And as far as in me, my reputation is terrible as far as, you know, just social media. So I understand why women wouldn't want to stand next to me based on that alone.
As I said, man, I think he's in amazing shape. I feel like, once he becomes, more financially stable, then he'll get the people that he want. When women probably do look him up online, it probably is like really embarrassing.
You know what I mean? Because I understand my reputation and the damage that I've done in society, far as in just the choices I made. But man, before I even got to that point, you know, at 26 years old, when I said F right AC, like it was just like I was getting the same results and I was doing things differently. And that drew me crazy when it came to women. And I'm just like, all right, they just don't want me. It's just, it is what it is. Like, a woman's only going to want me for what I could provide to her. And it just, no matter how I look at it, it just it doesn't work for me. It's not gonna work for me. I look at guys around me, and it doesn't really work for them neither. So it's like, I don't know what's the purpose in life, but I don't think, soulmates and relationships. I don't know. I don't even want to have an opinion on it. I just want to live my life healthy, you know what I'm saying, like mentally and emotionally. And I allowed women to take that from me, like, and I need to take my power back, in a sense. Like, I need to, and it's hard, you know what I'm saying, because I need to get rid of that desire of love and lust. And it's probably impossible to do it. I'm always going to be attracted to women, but
There's definitely people who overcome love and lust. First, you have those monks that's training in the Himalaya mountains, like their life depends on it. I don't think they have no desire to love or lust over anybody, or get grow out their hair for that matter.
they've hurt me more than I've never had a woman nurture me, or, you know what I'm saying, to, like, as a person, like, just,
I think he just went for the wrong types of people, and really messed his head up. There's videos that I might put in here of him talking about his exes and whatnot.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, believe it or not, this is my ex-girlfriend. I know she's out of my league. I know. You know what I'm saying? But this is like when we were kids. Like, I really messed up. Like, I really did mess up. This is crazy. Yo, I can't believe I actually used to be with this girl, bro. I need to get her back. Like, Alicia Cleary. I really used to be with this girl. I used to talk to this girl every day. I found someone I would never lose, and that's me. Yo, Aisha, yo. Listen, for all my followers, all my supporters, y'all know I don't ever ask y'all for anything, bro. I'm asking y'all to help me get my girl back. I need everyone to DM her, let her know Jumanne trying to get you back. Jumanne needs you back. And I'm dead ass serious too. Like, I really need my girl back, bro. It's like, I really used to think I was the prize in high school. Like, I was popular, I was a rapper, but you know what I'm saying? Look how time, look what happened over time. Like, shorty, oh my.
Her Instagram after that video was actually like taken down, so I don't think she wants anything to do with this man. But this video is just an update on his life. I know he said he was going to take a break from vlogging, and hey man, he is the same. Like, this is not once in, this isn't what's the words for it, this isn't just his case. A lot of other people are in this case too, so it's not to bash him, but hey man, this is the end of the video. I hope he gets his head up. I want to see him come back to vlogging. If he comes back from this, this 3-1 LeBron deficit, then that's quite a story. Like, that's quite a story. And I really hope, like, he finds his way. Because, hey man, I'm not in the best position either right now. But, I hope he finds the stuff that he's looking for, and I will leave the outro with one of his songs, man. The outro is gonna be his song, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
I spent most of my time alone, just needed my dad to throw me a ball, but he wasn't home, can't say that I miss him. If I ever did, I'd be tripping, but being mad never made any difference. I should probably forgive him. There really ain't nothing to care about, cause really he ain't care when he ran out. No need for a handout, I'm sure I see everything clear now. You can't raise me, boy, I'm a man now. Everything